Hello, I'm out here with Vector today. Mr. Vector, thank you very much for coming out.
Nice to meet you.
Please tell the lovely people watching, what is Vector, what do you do, what's cool?
Okay, thanks for having me out, guys.
Absolutely.
So my name's Eric. I'm the National Sales Manager for VKTR Industries. Today I want to take a couple minutes with Shark Coast Tactical Crew, and we'll talk a little bit about what the guns are, what we were set out to do to make the piston rifle better, and how we did it. So our flagship model for VKTR Industries is the VK-1. It is a short stroke piston rifle. It's got about 8 different patents in the gun, but there's really 3 things that make the gun unique to the average shooter that they'd want to know, like why they would purchase this gun or use this gun. Number 1 is it's a self-regulating gas system. So what we did is our gas system is designed to pretty much run any of the modern higher flow suppressors straight out the gate. So we do that by having 6 gas holes in the actual piston area, and those holes will bleed off gas as you're shooting. So it's going to automatically detect based on the type of ammo or suppressor that you have. Not a lot of gas, dude.
Nothing in my face.
The gun actually ships with a carbine buffer and carbine spring. So interesting thing is, like, some people try to like go to like H2, H3 buffers. If you're using like a full back pressure can, you can do that. But generally with most of the suppressors that we have out here, you don't even need to do it. So you stay with the light can. So that self-regulating gas system is one of the key things that make the gun operate so smoothly and softly. The second thing is our 22.5 degree cam path bolt carrier group. Bolt carrier group is unique, as the original Stoner design cam path is 20.7. We actually corrected it and adjusted it to a 22.5. So what that does for the end user, and you know, as you were shooting it today, you kind of feel the softness in the recoil. Oh, yeah. You could feel it when you're charging the gun, but essentially the cam is not contacting the upper receiver, and adding that 2 additional degrees of dwell softens the recoil impulse to more of a straight back, smoother type recoil than an up and back. So it allows you to keep your dot on target. And I mean, for whether you're a new shooter or whether you're an experienced shooter, like in competition, you're trying to use the gun for self-defense or whatever, it's beneficial overall. The other thing about that is it's got a cool thin dense chrome finish, so it makes it super easy to clean once you get done at the range. You know, a lot of us don't like to clean guns, or it's just taking up more time. We want to spend more time shooting. So I can literally get done here, go back with a t-shirt or rag, whatever, wipe it down, spray some lube on it, drop it in, and I'm ready to go. So that cam path really does do what we say it does. And you know, you guys shoot it, you see how it works. And then the other thing that is kind of unique about the gun, and I'll grab this one right here and show you, is so we've got a full ambidextrous control, so I can lock the gun back, left or right side, release. I've got my mag release, left or right side, and I've got my selector. So essentially, any user, whether left or right-handed, if they get injured or if something like that happens, they can manually operate the gun. They don't have to worry about anything like that. And we kind of expect in the day and age is once you get up to that higher price tier rifle, we kind of expect ambidextrous controls. Yep. That's kind of where we're going. Comes standard with the Radian Raptor charging handle, hyperfire trigger, 4.5 pounds, single stage trigger. It is a hammer forged barrel, so it is not like a pencil barrel. It is a duty rated barrel with flutes. The other cool thing that's unique about this is normally in some of the piston systems with adjustable gas blocks, there's springs, detents, pivots, and stuff in there that get caught up with carbon. By this not having an adjustable gas block, it's literally self-cleaning. So when it expels the carbon out front, it has a series of ridges inside it that each time the piston moves, it basically pulsates and it pushes the gas out. So you're not getting that carbon buildup that you get with some of the other piston guns that are out there. So overall, the goal that we were trying to hit was to make a piston rifle as light in the same profile as a direct impingement gun. And that's why we did that. The other cool thing is, this is not one of these super crazy proprietary systems. I can take this upper and I can drop it on my existing DI lower, standard, you know, TDP type lower, SBR, whatever, and I don't have to change anything.
And do you guys sell the uppers by themselves?
We do sell a complete upper. The cool thing about the upper is it comes complete. It's going to literally come with the bolt carrier group, the charging handle, and the carbine buffer and carbine spring. So I can drop it in, and the customers don't have to worry about it, and that's kind of where we were going with that. A couple of the different types of models that we have is we do 13.7. So we've got a pin and weld with a Huxworks XL muzzle device and the Sons of Liberty Knox. which most of the guys that are running the hub style suppressors, that's what they're going to run.
That's the chemo.
Yep, chemo system. This right here this is actually an SBR lower. So we also do the 13.7 uppers. So if you wanted to put another suppressor on it, or you just wanted to run it, you know, kind of like in that DM roll, whatever you wanted, you could throw that on. So the 13.7s are extremely popular. We do a 16-inch, and then we did, as you can see up here, we've got an 11.5, and then our 10.5-inch system down there, which, if you guys want to pull that up real quick, I've got this kind of set up as kind of a light fighter gun. It's got a flashlight, got the Hux TI muzzle device on it. This gun right here is probably my favorite go-to to shoot, just because it's light and I can get a little bit extra meat on the can there without having to, you know, sacrifice that. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at, man.
So, a lot of technical stuff. I'm sure a lot of people will appreciate that. For those who don't, why would you want a piston rifle instead of a DI?
One of the biggest benefits of the piston gun is I can run it. It's going to run cleaner inside the system. I'm not having to worry about my gas tube getting super hot, you know, like some of the issues that you see with the gas tubes. But really, it's less gas to your face. So if you're going to run a suppressor host, a direct suppressor host, a piston gun has a lot of benefits. Historically, some of the downfalls is, well, we've had a lot of weight, we've had weird handguards, we've had piston guns, very proprietary. So even though the system is proprietary, it functions and feel to the customer as much like a DI gun as possible. I'm trying to get all the benefits out of the piston system: cleaner, cooler, less gas in the face, easier to run down without all the negatives of the piston system.
I mean, looking at it, obviously you can see the coils of the piston there, but without that, it's not the massive handguards you're usually used to seeing on
100%.
piston guns. It just first look, I might think it's a DI gun. Picking it up for the first time, especially this one here with the Hux TI can, this is pretty much lighter than my existing DI AR.
Super lightweight, yeah. It's
compared to, you know, piston guns, it's extremely lightweight. And the thing you talked about, the 22-degree, like, you can feel that while charging the gun. There's zero resistance to it.
And what we try to tell people is, like, that's not just, it's not kind of like just a gimmick. It's literally, when you're shooting the gun, it does change the recoil profile of the gun significantly. So you don't get that mechanical kind of chunky recoil that you do with some of the long stroke piston guns, like the AKs and stuff like that.
So we talk a lot about silencers on the channel and at the shop. We don't spend a lot of time talking about suppressor hosts. And from my limited time out here today, these might be some of the best ones that I've shot personally. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm sorry, no offense, coming out, oh, another AR company, we get to shoot another AR15, boo-hoo. I was genuinely impressed by the performance of these, mainly just how little gas is coming back to the face. I know you're used to saying that when you're talking about, like, high flow cans like Huxes and stuff, but the gun itself has a big factor to play with it as well. Usually when I'm done with a range session, my whole face is caked with a layer of carbon. Nothing came back to my face. I never smelled the burnt carbon. Like, it was a very, very pleasant shooting experience.
You get some pretty heavy bag dumps too. So.
Oh yeah. Recoil impulse was extremely soft. These are very soft shooting rifles. Controls. I really want to touch on the controls. A lot of companies out there have ambi controls. This is probably my favorite that I've ever tried. I personally love the paddle release on the right side for fast reloads and such. The fact that it's a paddle release and a paddle catch with an extra click, it's just so intuitive, so fast. I love that. I'm not a lefty, so I'm not going to be using this guy here as much, but I'm sure you appreciate it as a lefty. The true ambi controls on everything, and it's good ambi controls. You didn't just mirror this bolt catch on the other side and call it good. It's easy to access with you don't have to break your grip. Can't say enough good things about it. Bolt carrier, I've heard the whole thing of, oh, you just wipe it down, nothing sticks to it before. This one, like, we have the video of it.
Yeah, it is pretty easy.
It's pretty night and day. That saves a lot of time. I don't clean my guns, but if I did, that would be
right.
Probably would. If
I go all over the place, and that's like one of the things, like, yeah, I got to wipe my carriers down, relube them every time.
Makes it a lot easier. Yeah, weight. Another thing is weight. Piston rifle, you pick it up, you know it's a piston rifle. It's very front heavy. These are not. I'm sure there's a couple ounces of difference, but the first one I picked up, that guy right there, and with a cool Knights mount, you can't tell. You pick that up and you think that's it. And it's not a pencil barrel. It's a...
Right. It is a duty barrel. It's a hammer forged barrel with the flutes in it and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Very blown away. Very impressed. Amazing suppressor hosts. I know they're going to ask, warranty, what does that look like?
So basically the way our warranty works is it's 100% lifetime warranty on the rifle. And I explain that it's like the warranty is on the rifle, it's not on the person. So if you transfer or the person legally has it, you sell it, trade it, do whatever. If you come back to us, call us. We're going to either get you a part out to fix it, or we're going to bring it in and take care of it ourselves. So it is, a lot of it is user serviceable. One of the cool things about this is like if you just buy the upper receiver, you throw it on your existing lower, you get the majority outside of the ambient controls. You're getting the majority of the piston system benefits right there. So it does come as a complete system.
That's great.
Yeah, lifetime warranty, no questions asked on that.
Perfect. Can't ask for more.
Like we talked about in the beginning, is we're trying to do something that like many people in the industry have not done, is make a piston rifle as DI as possible. And so you're getting all the benefits of the piston without all the negatives of the piston.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where we were at. I hope you guys enjoyed shooting it and stuff like
No,
that.
this was amazing. I really enjoyed shooting it. And I mean, the rifles shoot great. There's very little gas. They're great suppressor hosts. Aesthetically, they're very pleasing. I love the controls. Like full warranty.
Right. And I mean, honestly, obviously we know a lot of people don't run suppress, which is fine, but we do expect the person that's going to end up moving into this type of system is going to want to run a suppressor at some point, which we all should.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. And if people want to know more, where can they find you?
check us out on Instagram at VKTR IND. That's our Instagram handle. We might be shadow banned, so you might have to actually type it in 100%.
10.5, 11.5, 13.7, 16.
That's the rundown. That's a complete rundown. You get FDE, black, sniper gray, and then we have OD green.
One quick thing I want to throw out there because it's topical. Down here in Florida, we're not as free, but to those of you in the other red states, if you have an FRT, pistons with sustained fire,
It's nice.
I can imagine those are pretty nice.
It is nice.
Thank you very much for watching and giving us your time. Thank you very much again to Vector Industries and Eric for coming out.
Yeah, thanks for having me out.
Absolutely. See you next time.
Yep.
That's fun. That's so fun.
Good transition.